Hello, YouTube. This is Darth Silver Mask coming back. Just want to get with you we have Silverfish kind of going over, talking about happiness and things like that, and you have JVD Mullen talking about a series on how to become a millionaire. So those two things have kind of inspired me to do this. Okay, and I want to talk about your path to success. Okay, and I feel like that I am qualified to talk to you guys about that because I am a happy person. I'm content, and I'm on the path to my vision of success. Okay, I'm headed in the right direction. So I want to, based on that, I want to share with you, some things. A few years ago, I was a very unhappy, negative person. I was in a toxic relationship. I'm not placing all the blame on her. It was equally my fault, and it just progressed. A lot of negativity. It just didn't work out. After that relationship ended, I was at a very low point in my life, and I realized I had to change. So I went to the doctor, got prescribed some medications for depression, tried 2 or 3 different ones. I did not like the way they make me feel, so I started looking into some more holistic type alternatives to deal with stress and depressed mood. I read about things like deep breathing, aromatherapy, meditation, and really incorporated those things into my life, and it really benefited. I started going to the gym and working out, and just started doing a lot of things that really did help me increase my mood, help me feel better, decrease my stress. And so, I was already a psychiatric nurse with the intention of going back to school to get my master's as a psychiatric nurse practitioner. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to do it. So I started going back to school, and actually I didn't start going back to school until after I got married to my wife, but I had made a decision to go back to school, and when I complete school, to open up a holistic type clinic wellness center for people wanting to try to help people figure out alternative holistic ways of dealing with stress, depressed mood, and things like that. And I think there's a niche for that. I think there's a need for that. And I think a lot of times people are looking for alternatives to psychotropic type medications to deal with things. And that is my goal, to help. If I can help someone not take an antidepressant or anti-anxiety medication, then I'm successful. And hopefully that'll work out. As I started, anytime, so that's my vision of success. My ultimate goal is to have this business and to successfully, continually work in that field, and to be the best businessman, honest person with integrity, and help as many people as possible. And a lot of people say, you need to have a amount of, you need to focus on having $2 million. That's important. No, I'm not going to focus on that. I feel like that as long as I focus on have the best business as possible, with the benefit of my clients first and foremost, in an honest and compassionate manner, and something that I love doing, then money and success will for surely come into my life. And I'm just going to leave it as the sky's the limit, okay? I'm not going to put limitations on myself. Okay? So anyway, but the first thing you have to do before I think you pick, you have to have a vision. You have to have a goal. If you don't have that, you can't achieve, you can't just start, you can't accomplish something that does not exist. So you need to picture what your idea of success is, where you want to be, what you want to have, and then once you know that, you have to develop a plan on how to get from point A to Z, okay? And I think the first thing you have to do is to realize, for me, I realized I had a lot of negative things in my life that I need to get straightened out if I ever hope to be successful, things that could really hinder my path or derail my path completely. I had a bad temper. I still struggle with that from time to time. I don't listen to people like I should. I get negative. I used to complain a lot. Just a lot of things that would hinder my success. So I did a lot of self-education, reading books like from John C. Maxwell on becoming a person of influence, learning how to deal with people, really getting into therapeutic communication, also reading a book by Carnegie on how to win friends and influence people. That book really had a big influence in my life and has really helped. So as I was making these changes, as I was doing the spring cleaning and getting rid of some of my bad habits, of course, which take time, it's when I met my future wife. And many of you guys have told me how lucky I am to have such a beautiful wife and a beautiful family. Well, guys, that didn't happen by accident, okay? You got to remember that I was changing some bad habits. So when she met me, she was seeing a lot of the good habits that I had acquired. She would not have married me, the person I was, a year or two before she met me. I believe marrying her is a direct result of the habits that I was changing. I asked her, I said, you know what? You can have any guy you wanted. You can have a guy that's already wealthy, a doctor, a wealthy lawyer, a politician. You can have any guy you want. You're just a beautiful person. And she goes, I love you. So the feeling is mutual. I feel so lucky to have her, and believe it or not, she feels so lucky to have me. She goes, I love you because you're an honest person. I love you because you open a door for me. You always listen to me. You consider my feelings. You're a great father, and I see you going places in your life. And she supports me. She pushes me. She advises me. She is my second half. And without her, I would really have a hard time accomplishing these goals. Okay, she is there to help push, and that's so important. But having her is fully believe, a direct result of my change in attitude. Okay, and a big part of my success is her. Okay, so guys, you just have to see what your goals are, whether it be 3,000 ounces of silver, 30 ounces of gold. I hear a lot of you guys complain that, wow, I wish I could stack like this guy or that guy. You know what? Success is achieved in inches, not necessarily miles at a time. We're as far as income goes on YouTube, we're not created equal. Some of us make a little income, some of us make a high income, and some of us are in various parts in between. So my encouragement to all of you guys is every time you buy a 90% silver dime, 35% war nickel, a 40% half dollar, you are moving in the right direction, okay? It's so easy to quit, to get frustrated that, I'm not getting nowhere fast and just give up. That's the easy thing to do. The true sign of success, the true sign of a person with character is to not give up and to keep on going, because you know what? One day you're going to accomplish your goals, and you're going to be one of these guys on YouTube with all this silver and gold on the table. So don't limit yourself, okay? Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. Oh, I got schizophrenia. Well, you know what? I know a successful lawyer who has schizophrenia. Oh, I can't accomplish this because I have ADHD. I have ADHD. Hey, it's not limiting me. I'm not going to let it limit me. Okay? Well, I'm depressed. Well, everyone gets depressed sometime. Everyone. Some people let it limit them, but most people don't. Well, I got bipolar disorder. Okay, well, I know a lot of successful people who have bipolar disorder. Ben Stiller, Robin Williams, to name two. Okay? So don't limit yourself just because of this or that. Try to expand and improve yourself at wherever you are at in life. Okay? So guys, just, I like the people I work with. I work nights. The problem is a lot of people I work with are complainers. They're negative. They talk bad about people behind their back. They're always complaining about this or that. And so I've made it a goal not to be that way, because it's so easy to be around when you're negative people that'll rub off on you. So every day when I walk in those doors to my job, I always say, I am not going to speak ill of no man. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to be positive. And it works because you know what? It's funny that the people who gossip with each other and talk bad about each other with negativity, they look at you and say, you know what? One thing I can say about him, you never hear him talking bad about no one, and they will respect that, and they will respect you. As a matter of fact, here's a note from one of those people that I work with. David, thank you for your hard work, dedication. You are a great nurse and an amazing person. Okay? Why do you think she thinks I'm an amazing person? Because of my attitude. I refuse to go in there and badmouth people. Now, sometimes we slip. Sometimes we may say something we shouldn't have said. Someday, but that's okay. It happens. Sometimes we regress. That's normal. The important part is to recognize that and move forward. Try not to let it happen again, but sometimes it's going to happen. I mean, if you used to do it all the time 5 years ago and you only do it every now and then now, then that's a success, right? And keep on trying to improve. It'll only get better and better. So, that's just a goal I have. Don't speak ill of no one. And sometimes I do. And I'm trying to become a better listener. You can always improve upon your improvements, always. And if you always try to, the path to success is that much easier. Roadblocks are always going to come up. It's on how you overcome those roadblocks that matter. I had a huge roadblock hit me yesterday. Huge. Knocked me completely on my butt. Okay? And I just got up, dusted myself off. I said, how can I make this better? How can I fix this? I have a game plan on how to address it and how to overcome it. And I'm going to keep moving forward. And I would just encourage each and every one of y'all to do the same thing. All right? I guess I've babbled on and on enough. Guys, life is a gift. Whether you're a Christian like me, and believe that God created all things, including me, which I believe, or you are an evolutionist that think that life is just a random event. It doesn't matter, okay? Life is a gift regardless of what you believe, and we have to treat it as a gift. Just like what we tell our kids, if you're naughty, Santa Claus is the gifts he's going to bring you is coal and switches. But if you are positive and nice, you're going to get good gifts. And that's the way life is. If you're negative, if you're naughty, you're going to have a life full of negativity and disappointment. If you are a positive person, if you see the good in people before you see the bad, and treat people the way you want to be treated, and be respectful of all things, you will attract positive things in your life. And each positive thing is just one step closer to a successful, meaningful life. Again, I am so happy with my life. Yes, bad things happen, and bad things are going to happen, but I am content, and I'm very happy in the direction where my life is now, and where it's going. And guys, when you start on your journey to success, enjoy the journey. Don't just focus, in a year, my life is going to be so much better once I accomplish this. Don't wish your life away. Enjoy the process, okay? Well, guys, y'all have a great day, and may the dark side of the force be with you.